What is up, guys? Tyson Dela Cruz here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Katt Williams had a heckler during his set, his comedic set. Katt Williams, actor, comedian, had a heckler while he was doing his stand-up set, and he went to town on him for like 4 minutes. This video was sent to me, and
Katt Williams just exposed what Nipsey Hussle knew about Diddy, sending shockwaves through the industry. Secrets, silence, and survival. This truth isn't gossip, it's a wake-up call. Katt Williams has never been one to hold his tongue, but this time, his words hit different. Recently, in one of his most talked-about appearances, Katt revealed something chilling about Nipsey Hussle and what he apparently knew about Diddy. It wasn't about petty industry drama. It wasn't about clout or attention. It was about real fear, real danger, and the kind of silence that only gets broken when the stakes are sky high. Katt didn't drop names recklessly. He spoke calmly, confidently, and with a level of seriousness that made everyone stop scrolling. According to Katt, Nipsey Hussle wasn't distancing himself from Diddy just because of rumors. Nipsey had heard things, he had seen things, and more importantly, he had felt something deep in his gut. Something that told him to back away. Nipsey wasn't the kind of man to run from problems. He stood tall in his community, fought for his people, and believed in building something bigger than music. But when it came to Diddy, Katt claims Nipsey chose to keep his distance, not out of hate, but out of survival. Katt shared that Nipsey spoke about his concerns with a few close people. These weren't wild accusations. They were quiet, cautious warnings. He was alarmed by something. And it wasn't just the fast-paced, ego-driven side of the industry. It was darker. It felt dangerous. It made him think twice about who to align with and who to trust. And now, years later, Katt Williams is connecting those dots publicly. He's not doing it for clout. He's not turning it into a joke. He's doing it because he feels people need to know what was happening behind the scenes. This revelation adds another layer to everything we thought we understood about Nipsey Hussle's path. He wasn't just focused on music and business. He was navigating a minefield. And according to Katt, he was trying to avoid getting caught in something much bigger. Katt has been consistent. In his viral interview with Shannon Sharpe earlier this year, he made it clear. There's more to this industry than fans see. He said the truth would come out, especially about powerful names like Diddy. And now, it feels like those words are catching up with reality. What makes this so striking is how careful and intentional Nipsey always was. He didn't just jump into every opportunity, he thought things through. He was strategic. So if someone like him took a step back from someone as influential as Diddy, it means something. Katt isn't saying Nipsey had all the answers, but he's saying Nipsey felt enough to back away, and that decision speaks volumes. When a man known for his fearlessness becomes cautious, people should pay attention. This isn't just another celebrity rumor. It's a reminder that even the biggest names carry burdens we don't see. Katt didn't say this to entertain. He said it to inform, protect, and remind people that there are real dangers behind the glitz. He shared it with respect for Nipsey's legacy and a warning to others who might be walking blindly into the same circles. Katt is no stranger to controversy. He's been attacked, criticized, and dismissed many times. But he keeps speaking. And this time, what he said sent chills down spines. We've all seen how fast the internet moves. Stories break, trends fade. But this one stays, because it hits deeper. It reminds us of Nipsey's integrity, vision, and instincts. It reminds us that sometimes the loudest warning comes in the form of silence, of choosing not to show up, not to collaborate, not to stay in certain rooms. Nipsey's absence in Diddy's world wasn't accidental. According to Katt, it was a move made with clarity and caution. The public doesn't have all the receipts. There's no taped conversation, no leaked footage. But what we do have are voices we've grown to trust. Nipsey showed his character through action. Katt shows his by, putting truth ahead of comfort. And now, as this revelation gains traction, it forces people to reflect on what really goes on in the shadows of fame. It pushes us to reconsider who we celebrate and why. The impact of Katt's words can't be denied. It's not just the content, it's the weight behind it. You can feel the emotion in his voice. He's not speaking from hearsay. He's speaking from lived experience, from a place of truth that he's been trying to deliver for years. And now, people are finally listening. Not because it's trendy, but because it feels real. And that's what people are hungry for. The real story, the hidden pain, the untold caution. Nipsey Hussle's name continues to mean something. His choices, even in silence, speak loudly. If he felt the need to walk away from someone as powerful as Diddy, then that should be enough to make the rest of us stop and think. Katt Williams isn't trying to scare people. He's trying to wake them up. He's giving context to Nipsey's decision that many didn't understand at the time. Now, it makes sense. Now, it feels urgent. This is about more than hip-hop. It's about truth. It's about listening when someone has nothing to gain from speaking up. Katt Williams didn't need to share this. He chose to. Out of respect for Nipsey, out of frustration with how slow people are to believe the obvious, and out of a desire to finally bring light to a situation too many tried to ignore. The truth is, power often hides behind smiles and sponsorships. But people like Nipsey Hussle, and now Katt Williams, aren't afraid to see through it. They've been in those rooms. They've seen what happens when the cameras are off, and they carry that knowledge with a heavy heart. So when they speak, we need to listen, not for drama, but for protection, for understanding, for clarity. In the end, this isn't about who's right or wrong. It's about who dared to speak when others stayed quiet. Nipsey walked away. Katt spoke up. And now, it's our job to listen, to question the systems, and to stay alert. Because when people with everything to lose still choose truth, that's not gossip. That's a warning. And that warning deserves to be heard. If this truth hit you hard, don't stay silent. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and stay locked in. More real stories and untold truths are coming your way.